5 minutes, Miss Milligan. Faye Milligan became interested in acting at the age of 12 when she became involved with the Craigmillar Festival Society. She is now 19 years on, working as a professional actress, and has had her equity card for the past 3 years. We asked her how she got involved in this profession and what her thoughts are on acting in general.
Do community drama really, which I started when I was about 16. I started with a festival when I was 12, but that was with music and everything. But it was community drama, and then...
Could you tell us exactly what community drama is?
I see it like myself as a group of people who get together and express their views about their community and about other things that affect them through drama, you know, through the arts.
Why didn't you go to college?
Well, I came up against it. I mean, I was 19 when I applied, and I found I came up against a lot of snobbery against community dramatists, community actors and actresses. They didn't like them at all. Applied twice, got in the shortlist twice, auditioned then on the shortlist twice, and was told I needed a year's experience of life twice. I then decided totally against going to drama college. I got advised by a couple of people not to go, and just took it for there.
Could you tell us how you got your equity card?
Yeah. I was doing cabaret. You need 8 cabaret contracts. I had 6. But then I was offered a job with 784 by a director I knew, John Haswell, who I'd worked with before. At the time I was working in the Brunton Theatre on a training scheme, and 784 unfortunately never had an equity card. John hoped I had mine by then, but Brunton Theatre did. So what they did was offer 784 the card to give to me, which they did. So that's how I got my equity card. Yeah. But it was after 3 years of cabaret, which I hated. I hated cabaret. It's so different from, because that's like going into clubs and pubs and that, you know, but sometimes that's the only way to get your card.
Heathrow service for the typical Flying Scotsman.
Therefore, your honest santé-fait. Therefore, your honest santé-fait.
So do you find you're working on a regular basis now that you have your equity card?
Last year I did. Last year. This is my 3rd year on my equity, and like the first year I get a play, an advert and then a panto, which is, you know, it's totally unheard of. You're usually unemployed for about 12 months after you get it. But last year I was very, very busy.
Van, I thought she would be back by now. Debbie, did she send you about this? Did she give you a hint of clue maybe?
She didn't say nothing. Try it, Barracks. Can't it like just hold you?
Let's try the dogs. Happy out is like a sales.
Right, that's it. We need to sort this out. The picnic's over. Back to the bar.
Do you think being a woman's a disadvantage in the acting profession?
Not as much today as it used to be. It used to be, and it still is a bit of a disadvantage. There's still a lot of parts written by men for men, and usually women are just there, you know, as mothers, sisters, things like that, sometimes just decoration. But it's not as bad as it used to be. There's now plays being written for women, by women, and sometimes by men, you know, which is, and being written very well. But then it's going to the other thing, rather than making it a mixed bag of like equal parts for men and women, it's suddenly now becoming a play all about women, or all about, you know, all about men, or with the women just in the background, and it's with the women's places. What I'd like to see is one where they're all on equal footing, you know. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. It probably has, you know, but I've not seen it yet in anything I've been in. Basically, you know, you've got your one main character, and 9 times out of 10 it's a man. Unless the play's been written about a woman, which is very, very rare.
What advice would you give to an up-and-coming actor or actress?
Stick in. Don't be disheartened, anything like that. Don't let anybody put you off. If that's what you want, go for it. Just go for it. And eventually it'll come to you. Just patience is one thing, but also pushing yourself is the other. And don't be frightened to actually sort of boast about what you can do. I used to do that. I used to think, oh no, this is boasting. This is like, you know, I hide my face, and you know, when they say, well, how good were you at that part? But now I find the thing is to go look them in the eye and say, I'm good at it. That's it. You know, I can act, I can sing, and just push yourself, but stick in there, because I mean so many times you'll feel like saying, stuff it, throw it over, let me go back to the office, or you know, back to pushing boats out in the lake or whatever you did before. Just stick in, just keep going and you'll get there. It took me 3 years. It took me a bit longer than that, but once I finally decided to be an actress, it took me 3 years to get my card, and that's it. Just stick in, you'll get there eventually, and it's worth it.